Cassie, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing a little bit about your journey. You shared with me that you did a lot of learning around creating safety and trust through your own research and finding community. What does that look like for you?
Yes, so definitely being a student of learning, obviously your whole life, and so that maybe it's reading books. A book that was really great for us was The Connected Child, and reading that book, those types of resources, and then connecting with other families that are doing adoption, that are doing foster care, and also just talking to adult adoptees as well about their experience growing up.
We talk about looking through a situation through a different lens or looking at a behavior through a different lens. What does that mean to you?
Yes, I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that, like you said, the behavior is not necessarily connected with what is necessarily going on with kids that have experienced trauma. So you really should just go in it with an open mind, and also just to remember that everybody is coming from a different perspective. And kids that have gone through trauma, their brain is actually literally changed chemically. So what their behavior is showing may not be at all what's going on in their heart and their mind.
One thing I remember that you shared with me is that you said that you've gotten to know your children better, and because of that, you've learned how to try to prevent that dysregulated cycle from more and more. Because once you get into that, it's just a bad spiral, and trying to stay on the other end and getting your children to know them more has been really helpful.
Yes, I think that my husband and I always try to seek to understand now. And so we really try to ask questions and try to get kind of to the root of what's going on in their heart and their minds. But yeah, as we enter into all of our relationships in life, I think we seek to understand and really try to ask more questions so that we can get a better idea of what's going on.
Oh, building on that, you shared about having a perspective of understanding when thinking about trauma and adverse child experiences. So building on what you just said, tell me more about what you mean by that perspective of understanding.
Yes. So I think so many times in life, we go up just off of what our own experiences are, and not really realizing that your experience is not the same as everybody else's. And so just having that open mind, like you said, to ask questions, to try to figure out where that person is coming from, has helped so much. And especially in our parenting with kids that do come with trauma, you just really want to try to help them to just be able, like you said, to regulate themselves in a lot of different situations so that they can be just a great, we can see their gifts and who they are themselves as well.
You shared so much hope in your story and that the rewards are sweet. What's your takeaway from your journey?
Yes, truly that. Like you said, every person is created with strengths and gifts, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to see each of our children and the way that they were created and what makes them thrive. And so, for us, adopting two kids has just been a blessing, and to see them grow and mature and thrive in our home has been a blessing. And so we're just so thankful for that opportunity.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Cassie, and for sharing your journey.